Today, I'm covering a topic that's a struggle for so many of us with ADHD: switching attention appropriately. That moment when we have to stop one thing and start another, especially when we're caught off guard, can leave us feeling distracted, frustrated, even angry. But there are concrete actions you can take to make these transitions without the attendant emotional upheaval. Now, I do not have a good relationship with transitions. Something as simple as entering a store can leave me completely adrift while my brain tries to reset to the new environment. I'm incredibly irritated if I'm interrupted in the middle of anything, and I have frequently found myself seemingly incapable of stopping an activity, even though I know in the back of my mind that I have to start something more important now. So I need to use all the strategies. I'm Alex Delmar, a certified ADHD coach and person with ADHD. Welcome to Thoroughly ADHD, where I share what I've learned to help other people with ADHD enjoy better lives. For people with ADHD, switching activities is not just a matter of willpower, it's a neurobiological challenge. The ADHD brain can struggle with executive functions like appropriately shifting attention and can easily get locked into a state of hyperfocus. So, how do we make these shifts smoother? Some strategies involve external cues and structured routines. I'm a big fan of time blocking my day and posting that plan in every room. Every time I see it, even in passing, it's a reminder of what I'm supposed to be doing now and what's coming up later. The ADHD brain needs external signals. Its internal clock can be unreliable, even to the point of time blindness. So instead of just thinking about when to switch tasks, use a timer. The best ones, you can both see the time available decreasing and hear when time is up. Using the timer in my phone is too risky for me getting off task, so I just use an old kitchen timer and a travel alarm clock with an analog dial. But you can buy timers designed specifically for people with ADHD. Anyway, set a timer for the task and set a separate alarm for a 5-minute warning. That countdown helps your brain emotionally and mentally prepare for the shift. It's a gentle nudge to let your brain know, hey, we're switching soon. Let's get ready. I get frustrated if I have to stop in the middle of something. So for some tasks, I also set a midpoint timer. So I know if I have to work faster to make it to a logical stopping point in the time that I've allotted. You can also create transition rituals. These are small, repeatable actions that signal a change. For example, every time you finish work, you could have a ritual of putting on a specific podcast or taking a 5-minute walk around the block. That ritual becomes a predictable anchor, helping your brain switch from work mode to home mode. This one is especially important if you work from home. My most useful and most used transition ritual is so simple. I pause, take a few breaths, consciously remind myself to switch my focus, and set an intention for the next activity, like to clean as quickly as possible or to remember to ask my friends about their lives. There are physical and environmental strategies. One effective method is to incorporate movement. If you're stuck in a task, get up and stretch, do a few jumping jacks, or grab a glass of water. A short burst of physical activity can increase blood flow to the brain and help you break free from an activity. Or you can change your environment. If you've been working at your desk, try moving to the dining room table for the next task. This physical change of scenery can help mentally reset your focus and prevent your brain from getting bogged down in the old task. There are also task management techniques. This is where we break down the mountain into a series of small hills. The ADHD brain can get overwhelmed by large tasks. And to compensate, you may hyperfocus on the least important aspect of the job, like scrubbing the grout on the patio instead of clearing all the brush out of the yard. To make transitions easier, break down a big project into its smallest, most manageable parts. Now, each step is a potential stopping point if you need to move on to something else. For example, using this strategy, a big project like organize the garage becomes put away the tools, sort the boxes, and sweep the floor. Don't forget to assign a time frame to each part so you don't spend hours trying to make one thing perfect. You can also use the Pomodoro technique, which is working in focused bursts, say 25 minutes, and then take a short break. These built in breaks serve as natural transition points, preventing hyperfocus and making it easier to switch gears when the time comes. Finally, you can use communication and accountability. Don't go it alone. If you're a person who tends to hyperfocus, let a partner or colleague know that you'd appreciate a gentle cue to help you shift your attention. This could be a simple tap on the shoulder or a pre agreed upon phrase. Don't forget the power of self monitoring. Use a journal or a simple app to track your successes. Acknowledge and celebrate when you successfully transition between tasks. Immediate positive reinforcement is a powerful motivator for the ADHD brain. So, to recap, use routines and timers and rituals. Incorporate movement and change your physical space. Break down tasks into smaller chunks. Seek support from others and acknowledge your successes. Transitions will never be effortless, but by taking advantage of these strategies, they can be a little less bumpy. If you're having trouble figuring out how to use these strategies on your own, you can consult a therapist who specializes in ADHD behaviors, an ADHD coach like me, or join an ADHD support group either online or in person. I'm Alex Delmar, and this has been Thoroughly ADHD. I know your time is valuable, so I hope you found this useful and that you'll like, follow, subscribe. Let us know how you're doing in the comments and come back next Tuesday. Thank you.